What's up from Turbo Showcase Magnezone in Remix Cup with some of his biggest open Great League threats in G-Fisk and a Swampert band. I think it has a lot of play in this meta. It beats the Charmers, beats Powder Snow, a lot of Ninetales, which you currently see in the lead. Yeah, this thing doesn't want to see double effective mirror shots. It has a lot of play versus Politoed because of Wild Charge, just one shot. It goes very even with the Steel types. It actually beats Registeel and almost beats Bastiodon. It's quite close. And then its biggest threats are like Mudboys, which are honestly not that common. I'm talking about Whiscash and Quagsire mainly, and fighting types. But even against fighting types, if you can get shields down and throw a Wild Charge at a fighting type, it does like 60 to 80%. Because Wild Charge is just a very strong move, and Magnezone is a very attack-weighted glassy Pokemon, so it can really deal some damage. Besides it also beats Altaria, which is very, very solid. Pairing it with two very flexible anti-fighters in Sableye and Mew, they cover for his fighting and Mudboy weakness mainly. This team actually ended up working really well with it. I ended up going 4-1 twice, and I was able to get to a new highest rating of 3174. So yeah, pretty solid. In this matchup, I led, of course, a pretty good lead with Alola Ninetales into my Magnezone, which is ideal. But there is a Whiscash in the back versus my Mew, and Whiscash does generally beat Mew because it's just way more tanky than it, even though we get to the moves at the same pace. Or actually, I get there a little quicker with the energy advantage I had. But I still have a Magnezone. I'm gonna go to this Politoed with a Magnezone, tank this Weather Ball. As you can see, this does quite a bit, but I end up with a Mirror Shot, which is perfect. I can throw this Mirror Shot at the Whiscash, and I should have two Surfs ready on my Mew, ready to take out the Whiscash. That is Surf number 1. This should take the shield. Oh, by the way, these battles are from a stream I did with Arrohh. Go check them out, link in the description. That's why there's a little name on top of my gameplay. I can't remove it, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Yes, second Surf takes out the Whiscash. That is a GG. Alright, Medicham Lead. This is absolutely horrible. I go into my weakest of the two anti-Medicham. Like, Mew is very strong as Medicham, and Sableye is even stronger. So I go into Mew, expecting to switch out. He does switch out into Pelipper, which is beautiful for me, because if I bait here, I can get to the Wild Charge before he gets to another Weather Ball. And he does take the bait. I'm going to go for Wild Charge right here. If he wants to take Switch, he's going to have to go 2 shields down, which I'm fine with. Because if he goes 2 shields down, I can just farm down all the way with Magnezone, double Wild Charge the Medicham, and it's game over as well. So this is beautiful. In comes the Meganium though. Very tough Pokemon for this lineup. But after his Wild Charge damage, he's in foul play range, but I don't need to. Go into my Sableye right now. I'm just going to go into Magnezone, take whatever move he throws. Even if it's Earthquake, it will one-shot like 4 Magnezones. But that's alright, because I think my Sableye can just clean up right here. In comes the Medicham into my Magnezone. I go to Sableye. I'm going to tank these moves. Friendship Bands will do way more than Ice Punches. I'm just farming up energy on my Sableye right here. Gonna farm up to 2 foul plays, and then I'll throw one into the Medicham. The Meganium is also already almost in the yellow, and I think Wild Charge does like 40% to Meganium. So if I can get it shields down and in the 30-40% health range, my Magnezone can also take out the Meganium. I do take a shield right here, but my foul play, he's gonna vine me down, which is kind of dangerous, but I have a Wild Charge stored, and this should KO this plant. And that will be a GG. Medicham Lead, no problem. 2 shields left even, let's go. But he did have a move left, so it doesn't really count. Anyway, Vigoroth into my Magnezone is probably one of the toughest leads to deal with, because he also resists the Shadow Claws from my 2 anti-fighters. Like, seeing Vigoroth with shields down is not as bad, or with energy advantage on my Sableye or Mew, it's not that bad. But here in the lead, it is quite bad. Another bad Pokemon is like Obstagoon and Scrafty, to be honest. I don't think I can even beat Obstagoon or Scrafty with this team. But luckily, they are very uncommon. Because like Charmers and Fighters are the most common Pokemon in this meta I found. So running an Obstagoon or Scrafty is just so dangerous. So you don't really run into it, which is why I feel very safe running this line still. And even if I line up into one every 10 games, that's alright, right? Alright, anyway, Vigoroth coming back in and has energy right now. It's quite bad. I was really hoping he'd shield his Mew so I'd be able to farm down with my Sableye, but no. He's smart, safe shields for Vigoroth, getting energy, and this is looking very, very tough. Hopefully I can even still see the third Mon, but I doubt at this point. I'm gonna return, because that would KO in one shot. In comes Alola Ninetales. This thing will outpace me, I think. I should have thrown my Mirror Shot immediately, to be honest. Should have thrown immediately. I don't know why I waited. Now I risk him getting an extra Powder Snow. But I throw here. I throw, when I have two, I should have thrown one before. Because if I would have gotten the Fast Move Denial, which honestly, usually I don't, I would have been able to get another Mirror Shot here. But now, because we CMP tight on the double up, I don't get it. And, well, this is just game over. I'm not gonna be able to get to oh my god, to a return right here. And that'll be fine. Dang, that's a difficult return. I'm not gonna be able to get to the return. Alright, there we go. Anyway, I could have definitely won that if I played it a little better charge move timing, but that is alright. Anyway, another Alola Ninetales lead. Opponent goes into Sableye. This is quite tough for me. My best answer is my own Sableye, but I'm currently down on energy. So I'm going to throw the Wild Charge and then swap out. He gets the Desync CMP though, which is quite unfortunate. Now I'm going to have to swap out into my own Sableye. He is energy dry though on his, but he's definitely going to outpace me to the moves. But because I am an XL Sableye, so I take these foul plays a little better than my opponent. If it's not an XL Sableye, that is. What is this CP? I don't know. Why do I under charge there? Oh yeah, I do under charge because I want a more farm because we seem to be tight right there. Yeah. Likely not an XL, or it could be, but just not fully powered up. Can I get to the return? Well, I could have. I think I could have. I would have survived the power shot like 1 HP. But he throws a Weather Ball before I am able to get there, which is so fine with me. I still have Magnezone. Energy dry, but still enough health to take out this thing. Here comes Jelly. I'm just gonna come in with my Mew. Should be able to outpace to the moves right here. Even if he Bubble Beams me, you know, even if he Bubble Beams, I won't be able to get to double Wild Charge. But then I just farm up extra with my Magnezone and I'd be alright. I'm gonna go for the first Wild Charge right here. He shields up. And then I'm gonna go for the next Wild Charge on the CMP tie right here. And this should definitely KO the Jelly. And then there is the Alola Ninetales in the back, which I'll just Wild Charge once again. Magnezone kind of low though. And I think two Weather Balls might KO. I'm gonna swap out as soon as possible. Why didn't I tap the Mirror Shot there? Kind of dumb, to be honest. I think I was just gonna try to Spark. Now goes for a Dazzling Gleam that almost KOs. Now I go for the Mirror Shot. This should KO the Alola Ninetales. That is a GG. Yeah, Alola Ninetales Jellicent core is quite common, and Magnezone just breaks set. It's very solid. What? Set. Alright, it's a Mew. It's kind of hidden behind Magnezone's massive body, but you can see it now. This is a pretty neutral lead. Though after I throw a Wild Charge, like a Surf is gonna one-shot me now. So I gotta swap out. You know, I always save Magnezone just in case there's a Charmer in the back. And like my line kind of functions like an ABB. In that way, if you don't see a Charmer in the lead, you usually want to save swap into Mew or Sableye eventually. And there it is. We draw out a Charmer. Can I get the 2 Surfs? Yes, I can. One of these might draw a shield. No, it doesn't, because it's just a Surf and this won't KO. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the Wild Charge. It would have been quite nice, but that would definitely threaten a shield or like kill him. Anyway, now it's in farm down range, which is very good. Magnezone quite glossy, but a Weather Ball doesn't do that much, so I can easily tank it, and at this point I can definitely farm it down. Though, as you can see, these charms are adding up. I'm already in the red, but I have a Wild Charge ready. In comes Escavalier. I think Escavalier takes like 90% from this because it's so incredibly glossy. He's gonna have to shoot to get a little bit of lag there, but I'm still able to swap it to my Sableye, which is a decent answer for Escavalier, but a Mega Horn would pretty much one-shot me. I don't know how much energy he has. If it was just 6 counters like I saw, then it would have just been a drill run, but I think I missed some there, so I thought that might have been a Mega Horn. I'm gonna throw my Foul Play right there after overfarming a little bit because I don't want this Mew to be able to get to a Wild Charge. I get another Foul Play before it gets to a Wild Charge, and now I should also be able to farm down the Escavalier. Not before it gets to the move though. Will this KO my Sableye? It does not, and I'm Shadow Clawing down. That is a good game. Alright, Nidoqueen Lead. That is very, 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 very bad. But my opponent currently is pretty regular, well, someone who I see in my Twitch chat very often. And I've ran a Nidoqueen line before on Twitch, running it with Sableye and Jellicent in the back. So that is what I'm hoping is the line in that case. Like Mew is gonna have a lot of play in the back, and there it is. There is a Sableye right here, and so it might be the Jellicent in the back. Anyway, I'm gonna take this foul play. I think I might be able to get to another one. Even if I don't, Magnezone should be able to take it out. Yeah, I am able to get to another foul play. If it is a Jellicent in the back, we're likely gonna see a shield right here because he wants a Nidoqueen aligned to my Magnezone. I can farm this down with my Magnezone. I'm gonna no shield this, expecting again the jelly in the back, where Mew would be very, very, very solid. What is he gonna bring in? Yeah, I think it's probably Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen, by the way, it's a very solid Pokemon. Beating Bastiodon, beating Charmers, decent against fighters. A Stone Edge hits Altaria. I think it's a very underrated Pokemon in this meta. I might make a video on it, but all the footage I have is kind of everywhere. I have some games on my phone. I have some games on my stream. So yeah, maybe no video, but just if you're watching this, definitely check out Nidoqueen. I think it's very fun. Anyway, I'm just gonna let this go. Farm this down with Mew, and well, as I expected, it is the jelly. I'm gonna go for the wild charge. It actually might not KO the jelly, because jelly is very, very bulky, and it doesn't. I'm gonna shoot this up, though. I think that was only 4 hexes, was it? Yeah, it's just a bubble beam. I could have easily taken that, but the Nidoqueen doesn't have anywhere near enough energy to get to a move, so I'm just gonna throw a surf right here, and that is a good game. That is some nice spice with the Nidoqueen. I do respect it a lot. Alright, anyway, next game, another Mew. And I'm gonna, this time, I think last time I threw Wild Charge, this time I'm gonna swap immediately into my Mew. Let's see how this goes. Opponent throws a Wild Charge, which is quite bad. Hopefully I can get to 2 serves. Perhaps I should have shielded that, expecting the Wild Charge, but it's a tough call. Especially if it's like Flame Charge Mew. Like, I expect a lot of Flame Charge Mews sometimes, and well, Flame Charge Mew is very, very tough. He brings in Vigoroth versus my Sableye, which is ideal. Honestly, that is the best case scenario, because at least I don't get it lined up versus my Magnezone. And now I'm just gonna get off these foul plays. 2 foul plays do KO Vigoroth, and a return wouldn't from here. So I'm just gonna rip off these foul plays. The second one should KO if he decides to stay in. Or take it at least. This is just gonna be another body slam, I think. It is, and that doesn't do that much. I have a little bit of energy. Still has energy on the Mew as well, though, which is kind of scary for me. In comes Wigglytuff, which is so bad. Can I take out this Mew? If I can take out this Mew with my Magnezone, it will have a good spot versus the Wigglytuff. Ooh, nice attack drop as well, though it really isn't gonna matter. He's just gonna buff it again with the Flame Charge. But those 2 Shadow Claws that I just took there do a little bit less damage, which is quite nice. I can get to 2 Mirror Shots here, which I will throw. If he had no shield that, I think Wild Charge does more than 1 Mirror Shot, because Wild Charge is just so strong. If I had shielded the first one, I would Wild Charge the second. Yeah, he's gonna be able to take out my... Oh, we have a little bit of lag there, which is quite unfortunate, but I get to the Mirror Shot anyway. We would have gone there anyway, because it was only 2. And we take him out. That's GG. Even still, I still have Sableye with a lot of energy as well. Alright, Altaria Lead into my Magnezone. This is quite solid, but a Dragon Pulse does so much. If you get hit by a Dragon Pulse, he can just farm you down afterwards if you double shield. And also, like, if you throw the Wild Charge immediately, like, these Dragon Breaths are gonna add up. Look at this, I'm already at 50% because all the Dragon Breaths, even though I'm a Steel type, which is quite crazy. But at this point, I can just take out the Altaria with Mirror Shot. If he shields this, I could even consider swapping out. Though, yeah, at this point, in those shields, I'll farm him down. I have a lot of energy on this thing. Like I said before, Magnezone with energy is insanely dangerous. In comes Empoleon. He must be very, very weak to this in the back. So, well, alright, this is a bit of a misplay by my opponent. I bring in Sableye, brings in Jellicent immediately, maybe expecting a fighter. But yeah, Sableye ain't no fighter. And I still have Mew in the back as well, so this is insanely tough for my opponent. Just this is a pretty common like core as well. Altaria with Empoleon, Altaria Registeel, or Altaria Jellicent, or Jellicent with a Steel type, and Magnezone just like destroys all those cores, which is very nice for the zone. But yeah, I'm gonna have Mew against the Empoleon with Wild Charge, so this is pretty much game over. My opponent knows that he concedes. That is a good game. Alright, Mandibuzz Lead, very solid as well. In comes Vigoroth. This is not very solid. This is one of the toughest Pokemon to deal with for this line, but I bring in my Sableye because it is quite neutral against Vigoroth, as long as I can shield a Bulldoze, and I never throw a Body Slam first, so well, I say that, but it has definitely happened. But I shoot the Bulldoze up right there, and this is very nice. Hopefully I can foul play before it gets to another Bulldoze, and now if I get a return on the Mandibuzz, that'd be quite worth my shield, because I am shields down right now, and shields down Magnezone is not good. So hopefully I can get a return right there. If I can get a return right here, that'd be quite nice for me. Yeah, this is already worth my shield, because now if the Magnezone, if I bring in on a Magnezone and the Mandibuzz swaps out, and I have to stay in with my Magnezone versus whatever, Mew can still kill this with a Wild Charge. So that is quite cool. In comes Deoxys, but this is just really good for Mew. Even though I'm shields down, like straight surf, I still win this. I might even get out with a Wild Charge to kill the Mandibuzz. So yeah, this is looking quite good. Opponent does decide to shield right there. I'm not gonna shield until it's absolutely necessary, but at this point, like, I can take the first Rock Slide for sure, or even if it was Thunderbolt, I would for sure taken it. I'm gonna shield this up though, because it would KO me. And at this point, I can just farm out to double Wild Charge. I am gonna throw the Wild Charge right here, because I was worried Surf might not KO. In fact, I don't think Surf would have KO'd at all, but maybe like two Shadow Claws would have. But I was afraid he was going to get to another move. Wild Charge KOs. Now I'm going to take the shoot with this, but my opponent knows his only win con is if I surf right there. Alright, Deoxys Lead into a Charmer with my Mew. This is not bad. I can usually burn both shields right here. And if I burn both shields, like, I know it's double Charmer. I know it's double Charmer. It's a very common line. It's either, it's probably Ninetales in the back. Or Ninetales in the back. I already burned a shield. And I can double surf right here. I am one Shadow Claw off, so I should be able to get to one. But look at what happens here. I'm just gonna rewind that. This is just so crazy. I throw... Oh wait, that's too much. I throw one Shadow Claw and my move. He should only get one charm. That's one charm. He gets another one, which makes me lose my second surf. I had perfect timing on that move, but he got another one. The charm is a three-turn move. Shadow Claw is a two-turn move, so I should be able to throw a Shadow Claw and my move, because the move is one turn to activate. That's 3 turns, and that's exactly a charm. So he should never be able to get to another charm right there. But game is broken, unfortunately. That means I couldn't farm down the Fable with my Magnezone. Throw the Wild Charge right there. In comes Sableye. It is Wigglytuff, which is the toughest Charmer to deal with for Sableye. If it was Ninetales, I actually win the 0 shields. But with Wigglytuff, Shadow Claws aren't adding up as much. I really gotta hope I can farm it down with Magnezone though. If I can farm it down with Magnezone and get a Wild Charge on Deoxys, I win the game. He even throws a move right there, which is definitely a mistake, because that means he loses a charm. Can I farm it down? Come on. I cannot. This was probably one of the hardest counter lines. You can see Deoxys double charm versus my Steel like double weak to charm. Mew is kind of, I consider Mew kind of weak to charm, and we should have won it, honestly. We should have won that game, but because the game didn't allow us, we lost. But it's definitely possible to beat this line, which is I really like it. It's very flexible. I definitely recommend this line. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.